Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh. Another fine day.
Another fine day. They've let us back again.
Alhamdulillah.
I know we seem to be saying this every single day, but it beggars logic.
It beggars belief.
I can't get my head around it.
I can't believe
They
this.
keep letting us in.
Well, the fact is that we're coming in the dark.
Yes.
To be honest, by the time
nobody
we go...
sees us coming.
No. And all
By the
people
time
ever,
anybody else turns up, we're finishing anyway.
all people ever see is us leaving, and
Yes.
they're quite pleased by that.
Yes. Yeah. Always. Yeah. We cheer up a room. How? By leaving it.
By leaving.
Oh, you're an inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
If you can do it.
Anybody can.
Oh, but yes, we get to do all this all over again.
Dear.
So, hello, listeners. Hello, everybody out there.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa
Wa rahmatullahi.
One and all.
Wa barakatuh.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Alhamdulillah.
It's brilliant.
Alhamdulillah. Do you know, at times like this, I feel privileged and honoured to be able to sit in here, spouting our nonsense at each other, and the three men and a dog, and the two sisters.
And two sisters are listening.
Alhamdulillah.
Being forced to listen.
It's brilliant.
There's something in a contract somewhere that compels them. It's the only reason that I can come up with that would keep them
and every time they contact us via Facebook, they do it from different accounts.
They do.
Because they're clever like that.
Yeah, because they're clever like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So they've got hundreds of different accounts each, so that they can contact us, and we still think it's the same piece.
Yes, but they only have two emojis: thumbs up and
toilets. Oh, we got a devil's face at one point.
We did get a devil's face. We did.
Thumbs up and toilets.
It was cheeky devil's face. It was cheeky devil's face. It was nice. It was lovely. It was done with love.
Subhanallah.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It is amazing. So thank you for letting us continue to do this.
Thank you.
This is incredible.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, thank you.
Absolutely brilliant. Brothers and sisters in Islam. Brothers and sisters in humanity.
In humanity. Whether you're in Islam, absolutely. Alhamdulillah.
Absolutely brilliant.
And we're going to continue doing this.
Yes.
Inshallah.
Yes.
For the foreseeable future.
Absolutely.
5 days a week.
Yes.
Absolutely. And if you hadn't realised, we used to be on just on a Monday.
Yep.
And for breakfast and drive time on a Monday. Yep. And then we changed and we did breakfast drive time on a Monday and then breakfast time on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as well.
Absolutely.
Alhamdulillah.
And you'll know that because you're listening.
Yes.
If you got a shock.
If you're hearing this.
Yeah, you got a shock.
Check the day.
Yeah. Click.
Well, not them again.
Absolutely.
Are they repeating Monday's?
Did a day.
Are they repeating Monday's show? Well, actually, no, we're not.
Day. Oh, do you know? There's only so much of this nonsense I can put up with. 5 days.
Who set them on for 5 days?
Well, it's 6 shows. They do 2 on a Monday.
Please.
Oh, do you know? You with your showing off with your FM license, we'll get you shut down. Well, no. To repay you. We have got one heck of a show.
We always do.
We do, but we've got a brilliant...
But we're not going to let anybody down today.
Nope, we've got a brilliant...
Not even ourselves.
Not even ourselves.
Not even ourselves.
Not even
Well, not right at this minute, anyway.
No.
We'll let ourselves down. Maybe some other point in the show.
Give us a minute.
Like we normally do.
Oh, brilliant. We have got a cracker show. I've got a list.
My mum used to say that to me. Mum used to say,
go on.
You've only yourself to blame.
Yes.
Well, now I haven't. I can blame you as well.
You can blame me as well. Absolutely. What do you mean can? You mean do?
Do.
Yes.
And will. And continually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He has a card with it written on it.
You've only yourself to blame. You got yourself into this.
Yeah. Do you know?
Get yourself out.
You used to get those T-shirts that said "I'm with idiot," and there was an arrow. It's his fault.
His fault.
Well, the teacher said it's his fault.
He did it.
Always make sure he stood on my left.
He did it. No, it wasn't me. It was him.
Nothing to do with me.
It was him.
Oh. Do you know one of the things that we're going to talk about?
Okay, go on.
Allah's plan.
Ooh, that's
Allah's
big.
Plan. It is.
That's rather too huge for my simple little brain to get his head around.
Because sometimes we can't get our head around it. That's the point.
Wow.
We can't. So we're going to explore Allah's plan.
Inshallah.
And how one thing might seem incredibly negative.
Yep.
Turn out to be the best thing that's ever happened.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Amazing.
I've got a number of examples of
that. Well, we're going to enjoy that then.
Yep, we are.
Now, that said, there are other people who think they're having a bad day.
Yeah.
Get ready.
They're not having a bad day.
There's
somebody had a worse one.
There's somebody having a far worse one.
Okay.
And this one's a cracker.
Okay.
This one is it's a corker.
I like this feature of ours.
Yeah, it's a corker.
Because we've done loads of these now.
I tell you. Oh,
you think you're having a bad day?
We try for one a day.
Check this.
We try for one a day. Get ready. We're going to be proved right. The two white Muslims.
Proved right again.
Are the two right Muslims.
Yeah.
Yes. Guess what this involves?
Really?
Yes.
Again?
Yes.
A tipple or two?
This is alcohol.
Of the alcohol.
How much alcohol is good for you?
0.
None.
Zilch.
We've been saying it for years.
Yes, we have. And now
we will continue to.
And more recently, we've been proved right by science.
So many science,
I tell you,
experience. Even like science. Scientists
proved us right.
Clipboards and pens in the top pocket.
Big foreheads and white coats.
Yes, they're the ones proving us right.
Do all scientists have a clipboard?
They have a clipboard. They have pens, a white coat, and they have a line of pens.
In
their top breast pocket.
And then they have large foreheads.
They do.
Larger than average, bulging no less.
They stutter just a little.
Do you remember the Tefal advert?
I do.
Great.
It is Tefals, isn't it? It is proper Tefals.
They are Tefals.
Yes.
Tefal men.
Oh,
and for those who didn't see the Tefal advert, it was the inventors, so-called scientist inventors.
Therefore, had
massive big heads.
They had huge foreheads to accommodate them.
Yes, they did.
I had a chat just when you say that became.
But they also had white coats, a line of pens, and clipboards.
And a clipboard, but where you say Tefal, so that became a phrase, became a comment. Oh, look at that Tefal.
Tefal.
It just became a phrase.
Yep.
I was listening to a comedian, I think it was on Radio 4, something like that. This comedian was going on, and he said, yes, we're talking about Dyson. We're talking about Dyson, the number one best known brand of Hoover there is. A genius. What a clever line. That's brilliant. Brilliant. Dyson, the best known Hoover.
Fantastic.
So yes, somebody's having a bad day, and we have been proved right.
Yep. Okay, cool.
GB, this great British Isle of ours, been given a bit of a boost.
Okay,
been given a bit of a boost.
Great.
So let's focus
about
on
time
that.
it did.
NASA.
Yeah.
And you remember what that stands for, I don't.
National Aeronautical and Space Administration.
That was it. Have taken a photograph.
Okay.
And what a photograph it is.
Was it inward or outward looking?
Outward.
Okay, so into the Milky Galaxy.
No, it was down onto Earth.
Oh, right, so inward looking.
Is that inward looking?
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
It's looking at ourselves.
It's downward looking then.
It's NASA in space looking back at ourselves.
Yes. So what do you call it? Satellite.
Yes.
Photography of something, and you look at it and you go, that's impossible, that.
Yeah.
That's impossible.
Okay, cool.
That is photoshopped. No, because it's come from NASA. It has not been photoshopped. It just looks like it. We're going to explore hate crime.
Oh, great.
We are not doing it to depress you because it's morning. It's morning. We don't do that. We're too good for that. We're too good for that.
Hate crime. I have enough of that every few weeks.
Yeah.
Over at the cop shop.
Yes,
where I sit on that panel.
Yes.
And we look at hate crime.
Scrutinise things on your scrutiny panel.
We do. We do. And we look at the way that it's been dealt with and how was it policed.
It's very good, actually. It's very good.
Did they do what they were supposed to do, and did they do the paperwork correctly, etc., etc.?
Are you dealing with this correctly?
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, there used to be a prevalence of a certain proportion or certain area of society were stopped and searched more than others, shall we say.
Yes.
And it's only through scrutiny panels like the one that we see. I keep saying we. I haven't been for a while. But the one that you certainly still sit on has put an end to that.
Yep.
And just said, okay, so why did you stop that person? Because of this. Well, that's not good enough.
Yep.
That's not good enough.
Yeah, you can't do that.
It's brilliant. So we're going to consider hate crime.
Yep.
But it's one of these that just blows your mind. You just think, that cannot possibly be in the year of our Lord.
Is that subhuman?
2018. You know what I mean?
Is it subhuman?
It is. It's just. I can't get. No, it can't be possible. So we're going to look at that.
Okay.
And just think, no, can't be, but it is extraordinary. And then we're going to find the funny because Swim England, which is an organisation, Swim England, in a bit of trouble for what? Get ready.
Okay.
It's brilliant. It is brilliant.
Have they taken on people that can't swim?
Not even that.
Honestly,
I could give you a million years. You would never, ever come up with this, what we've done.
Do you know what?
Never come up
that
with it.
sounds like a list to look forward to.
Exactly.
I wonder how many of them will
we'll get one of them done.
At least.
I might start on the first and last because they're the two that I was like, we've got to do these. Got to do these. Alice Plan and Swim England. Come on.
Alice Plan. I like the sound of that.
Yes.
And we're going to do that right after this.
Inshallah.
It's a what?
It's a corker.
It's a what?
It's a corker.
Corker.
It's a corker, this one. It's a
I like
corker.
that expression. It actually makes me laugh before I even know what it is.
Exactly. Get ready. It is a corker.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you quite ready?
I am ready.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Has the slider gone up?
Yes.
Has it?
It went up ages ago.
Oh, it's a good job. It's a good job I didn't say anything naughty. Not that I would. It's not in my nature.
Really? Oh, really?
It's not in my nature.
I know about your nature.
Oh, my goodness. Well, let me say then, this one, corker.
Go on. I'm looking forward to
Absolute
it.
corker. I've got to go straight into this one because this is just absolute corker. Right. Swim England. Have you heard of Swim England?
Swim England, yeah.
Which is, I presume, a charitable, not-for-profit
community.
Getting people to swim.
Yeah, brilliant.
Getting people into the pool.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good thing.
Great.
Swimming, great. You can do it from any age.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
You can do it anywhere.
You can do it anywhere. In water.
In water. Can't really do it on the bus, can you?
No.
Or in a school assembly.
No, not really. And it's
at work.
It's very good for you because it works all areas of the body.
Can you imagine if you were a lollipop man?
Can you imagine swimming across the road?
You can't do that, can you?
No, you could try. You could try. People might misconstrue your signal.
You can do it anywhere, so long as there's a pool.
As long as there's a pool.
Yep.
Or water of some descript.
Yep.
And brilliant, and people should go swimming. It's great for you. It's absolutely fantastic. It's brilliant. It's great exercise because it's low impact and all that kind of stuff. You get in the pool, it supports your body weight. It's brilliant.
Yep.
Brilliant. Swim England in a bit of trouble.
Why?
They're in a bit of trouble because they released an article. I don't know if I can say this. Right. Because they released an article.
Go on.
They released an article advising women on how to look slimmer in the pool.
No. No.
Ladies, know your place.
No.
Swim England removes article which advises women how to look slimmer in a pool.
Subhanallah.
Oh, so somebody somewhere said, what stops people going swimming? What could it possibly be? I don't know. Some people maybe don't want to get in the pool because they're a little bit
drowning.
They're a little bit upset. Yeah, some dislike drowning.
Yeah.
Some have got a fear because of when they were kids.
Yeah.
They were treated wrong.
Yeah.
Some don't like getting their hair wet.
Yeah.
What about others? They probably think they look fat. Let's focus on that one.
No.
So,
and in that they singled out women. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, so
these people. The word idiots springs to mind readily.
Oh, but it just gets better and better. The piece advised that women with a, quote, jiggly belly, close quote, should avoid wearing bikinis. And said being pear-shaped has often been the plague of women.
Subhanallah.
But do you want to know the really challenging bit?
Yeah.
Guess how long it's been on the website?
3 minutes?
Nope.
4?
No.
5 minutes?
No.
Too long?
Yeah.
Go on.
Since 2010.
Oh, God.
The article has been on their website since 2010.
I can't believe that nobody's complained.
2010.
I cannot believe that nobody's complained.
My goodness.
How come nobody's complained about that?
Well, luckily they have now.
Was it a jiggly-bellied woman that complained?
I don't know. It's removed after Simone Webb highlighted some of its content in a thread on Twitter.
Was she pear-shaped?
I'm guessing she got a jiggly. A Swim England spokesperson told the BBC Sport this was an old web page from 2010 that does not represent the views of Swim England. When it was on your website, it clearly does. As soon as the article was brought to our attention, we removed the page and are in the process of replacing it with more appropriate information. Telling them to take up rugby. Oh, my goodness. But think about it.
Oh, man.
Think about it.
I'm sorry, it's not funny.
Muslim ladies.
It's not funny.
And Muslim men, for that matter.
Oh, it's
Muslims
not funny.
in general.
Subhanallah.
Do we swim?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Why not?
Absolutely. And if gentlefolk are going in, they wear trunks that cover from navel to knee.
Yes.
Because that is what's required.
I wear those, and to be on the safe side, I also wear a t-shirt.
Right, yes, but that's more for everybody else.
That's just saving people.
Yes.
Saving people's eyesight. When I'm on holiday,
the glare!
If I take my t-shirt off on holiday, people have to be warned in advance. They have to wear extra strong lens sunglasses. The UV risk. The UV risk.
Are you all ready?
People,
have you got your shades on?
My missus actually makes an announcement.
Oh.
Put your shades on, his shirt's coming
dear.
off.
Are you ready? Does she just tut and roll over?
She's past even that.
Oh dear. Oh dear. But you think about so the gentlefolk put on trunks that go from navel to knee.
Yep.
What about the lady folk?
That's the bit of the body that you have to keep covered at all times.
What about the lady folk?
Okay, so there are things called burkinis available, and my missus and daughters have got them, and they keep themselves covered from top to bottom, including a piece of headgear that acts like a hijab. And it's made out of the same kind of material as you would have a swimming costume made out of.
Yep.
It's comfortable, it's lightweight, it's unflattering swimwear.
Yep.
And it's perfect for them.
And some people frown at it.
Yes, especially the French.
Yes,
they frown at it.
Awful photograph of the Muslim lady on a beach with 6 policemen stood round her, forcing her to take it off. Because you don't fit in on our beaches wearing that, love.
Yeah.
Well, or you do not fit in on the... You know what I mean? French accent. I had to qualify what that was because it came out more Spanish.
It was
more
Mexican.
It was kind of Mexican.
It was kind of drug baron. Really. Gotta be careful.
Yeah. You're not fit in here. And yet, even Swim England recognise, albeit in an incredibly insensitive way...
In the wrong way.
In the wrong way. Reasons. But recognise that one of the things stopping ladies, I'm assuming ladies more than men, given that it says how ladies can appear slimmer, that ladies are feeling uncomfortable going swimming because of the way other people look at them.
Yes.
Look at them.
Yes.
Do you know, how often does this beautiful religion...
don't look at them.
Well, first of all, don't look at them.
Don't look. Lower your gaze.
Or avert. I prefer avert. Avert your gaze. Lower, because lower sounds like, oh no, you know, you've got to... Put your head down, put your head down. No. I'll keep my head up, thank you. I'll avert my gaze.
Yeah, I'll look at something else.
But secondly, you know...
Unless there's women in bikinis in all directions, in which case you have to lower your gaze.
Look up.
Oh, look up.
Look at those clouds. Look at those clouds. Oh, one looks just like it. Oh, no. But if you can't get away from it. But extraordinary. So, we come back to this beautiful religion, this perfect religion of Islam, which says, 1,400 years ago, we know that. Yeah, we know that.
Yep, get that.
People are going to feel uncomfortable. Well, let's not make them. Let's help them then.
Wear this instead.
Then. Then you don't have to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Do you know? Amazing. Amazing. So in a way...
It's almost as if Allah knew what was going to go on.
Exactly. In a way, I doff my hat, nay, swimming cap, to Swim England for raising a very good point. That some people do feel uncomfortable. That shouldn't mean that they're not allowed to go and do that thing.
They should still swim.
So what they should do is employ what would be considered Muslim or Islamic wear.
Now, interestingly, there are a number of female celebrities have been seen wearing bikinis.
Don't blame them.
Nope.
Don't blame them.
And very, very surprisingly and interestingly, but for all the right reasons, they've said, we feel better wearing this.
I'm sick of people.
Because people stop ogling.
Yes,
which is brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah, brilliant, and a great advert.
Yeah.
I mean, so long as they don't try and do that in the south of France, they're safe.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Isn't it just insanity what's happened over there?
Well, it's ridiculous.
People getting told off for keeping themselves covered.
For keeping if you criticise for covering.
If you strip off mainly naked,
yeah,
you're fine. Oh,
you're fine.
Can come on our beach.
That's fine.
You can come on our beach.
Yes.
But you covered up, you can't. How would they allow a nun onto their beach?
I would imagine so. And they go, oh, look at that nun. Getting her ankles wet.
Nuns
out. Bless them.
Paddling in the sea, bless them.
Bless them. Oh, would you look at her? Would you look at her sister? Oh, look at that sister. I don't know why she's gone Irish, but you know.
Right. Well, most of them are.
There you go. Oh, big order.
She'd be okay.
Look here, there.
She'd be welcomed. Yeah, she'd be welcomed on the beach.
Yep.
But a sister in burkini, not.
Yeah. Now, I remember our dear colleague, Corsa, Ty, saying that when you think about it, when we started getting civilised, one of the things we did was started wearing clothes on. Put more clothes on. Not just for protection against the elements, but for modesty.
For dignity.
For dignity.
Dignity and modesty.
So what's happening where now the insistence is to
take them all off again.
Take them all off again.
Yeah. It's extraordinary. If you're going onto a beach, you have to be naked. Yep. You have to be naked.
Extraordinary.
Insanity. Insanity.
I don't know. So England, I doff my swimming cap to you for raising what is a very good point in an incredibly insensitive way.
Yeah. Women should keep themselves covered.
Yes.
It would not only be the right thing to do, but it would also make them feel better.
Yes, make them feel much better. And if everybody did it, they wouldn't feel like they're the only ones doing it.
Correct.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes. There we go. Bit of modesty. Bit of modesty.
Bit of modesty never harmed anybody.
Exactly.
Unless you're on a French beach.
Yes.
In which case it could get you arrested.
In which case, get ready. Yeah.
Subhanallah. Shall we do some of this?
I think we should, after that.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh. Break time.
Drooping.
Excuse me. This is a family show.
My microphone is drooping.
Family show, thank you.
I'm having to crane my neck downwards just to be heard, because you have to keep your mouth close to it.
You know, your chair can go up and down.
It can. Yeah. But I'm at the. Hey, have you noticed my feet aren't up again?
I have noticed your feet are on the floor.
Still not here.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
No longer.
Like my feet up now,
no longer are you a pain in the.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because your sciatica's gone.
But I am actually going to put my feet up now, because now that I've mentioned it, I'm going to do it through want rather than need.
No, listen.
It used to be need.
Careful.
Oh, there we go.
That might cause your sciatica to come back.
Perfect. Brilliant. I'm comfy now.
Look like you're about to go to sleep.
Yep.
Don't do that.
I will in time. Listen to this nonsense. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
Yeah,
Doctors are now using this as a cure for insomnia.
Why don't we all go to sleep and join our listeners?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, people wake up and go, how long was I out? How long was I out? What happened?
3 hours.
Have I had a UFO experience? Because I appear to have lost some time.
Missing time experience.
Missing time, that's it. Missing time. It's a thing that shows that you've had an experience.
You have. You've been buzzed.
Experience of it. You've been buzzed.
You've been taken.
You've been taken. Did you ever watch Taken?
Yeah.
Not the film. I mean, there was a miniseries, Taken, based on a true story.
Yeah.
And you do kind of watch it and go,
I know. Scary.
I watched Close Encounters of the Third Kind, thought the same thing.
So did I.
Making his mountain out of mashed potato.
And shaving foam.
Yes. Yeah. And then building it in his garden. And his wife going, "You're a bit nuts." And he's going, "Yep." I'm not.
I've got to find this.
I've got
to find this.
I keep getting a text message in my brain, and it's telling me to build things out of mashed potato.
And shaving foam.
And shaving foam.
Loved it.
And mud in the garden.
Yeah.
Brilliant movie.
Great.
Brilliant. Oh, has he ever made a bad one?
Stevens.
It was Spielberg, that one,
yeah,
wasn't it?
I don't think he has.
Spielberg.
I don't think he has. No, pure genius, that man.
Do you know, I'm sure this is right. It might have been his first movie or one of his first movies. I remember watching on TV and being so sucked into it and actually thinking, oh my God, this is quite scary.
Yeah.
And it was a film called Duel.
Right, I remember the title.
Duel. And it's one of these. Do you remember the B movies in America, which was basically somebody in a car, and they would just go out into the desert and film them, going from state to state. It was kind of one of those.
Yeah.
So it was an interstate movie, and it's this bloke in this car, and he's driving from wherever to wherever, but he's going through the desert. So it's just a long straight road in the desert, and he's going along, and he comes up behind this truck.
Yeah.
This massive black truck.
Yeah.
And he's sat behind this truck, and the truck's doing whatever, and he's doing, and he wants to overtake it. So he goes to overtake it, and the truck kind of pulls out a little bit.
Yeah.
And so he comes back, and he goes, hey, hang on a minute. Beep. Leans on his horn a little bit. So he goes around, tries to go around the truck again. And the truck does it again, cuts him off.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. And then he kind of, he gives a bit of a fake, manages to get around the truck. He's like, yeah, brilliant. Look at me. I am, great. Ha, 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 ha. Being quite offensive to the truck driver. And then drives off. And then it's a duel between those two going forward. Because he starts having a bit of engine trouble.
Yep.
And then he starts running out of petrol, and he has to go and get some petrol. And it's your heart's pounding, because he's in the middle of nowhere. There's just him, and
it's a similar kind of genre to Hitcher.
Yes,
if you ever saw that with Rutger Hauer.
Yes.
Brilliant movie again.
Listen, there's only 2 people in it, and the thing was, you only ever saw one of them. You never saw the trucker's face. You never saw the trucker.
No, you didn't. No.
You never saw it. And it was just like, say, suspense.
The suspense was brilliant.
And apparently when he did Jaws, one of the best things that happened was he had a robotic Jaws.
Yep.
He had a robotic shark, and they couldn't get it to work.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Yep.
Because it would not have been the film. So he had to just think, well, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do it? I know. We'll not show the shark.
Yeah.
We'll do it all by suspense. So the first, would you say 75% of the film, you barely see the shark.
You don't see it.
You just see the fin, and you hear the music.
By John Williams, no less.
John Williams, who did the movie for Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. When he finds somebody that's good, he keeps hold of them, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
Brilliant. But similar thing. So Jaws became a suspense film rather than a traditional horror movie.
Yep.
Oh, it's brilliant.
But amazing as a result.
It is brilliant.
Until it went to Jaws 13.
Yes. I remember...
Should have left it at 1.
Yeah. I remember, was it... what's his name? He's brilliant. English actor. You're only supposed to blow the doors off.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. He was in one of them.
Yes, he was.
And
it was terrible.
Yeah. And he was being, they have to do the interviews type thing. And he was being interviewed, and one of the film critics went, "Have you even seen Jaws 4?" And he went, "No, but I've seen the house it's built, and it's lovely."
Genius. Great answer.
In other words, there's some movies I just do for the money.
I just wanted paying.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Oh my goodness.
Fantastic.
Oh, so very good.
Excellent.
Very good. Yes, but Duel, I remember as a kid being scared.
Yeah.
Being actually scared.
Yep.
I'm not sure how we got onto that.
No, have I? No, have I?
No idea.
Shall we refer to the list?
I think we should, because do you know what we're going to talk about?
Go on.
Allah's plan.
Ooh.
Allah's plan. Because we have said, quoted, we're not saying this, we have quoted in the past that when you pray, only 3 responses.
This is when you do dua and ask for something.
Only 3 possible responses. Yep. You make a dua, you ask Allah for something with every intention. Oh, please, give me this, please. And there's only 3 possible responses.
Yep, there are.
Response number 1.
Yes.
Brilliant. Response number 2.
Yes, but not yet.
Brilliant. Response number 3.
There's something better for you.
Now, that's the challenge for some people.
It is.
Recognising the something better.
Allah knows best.
Allah knows best.
Yeah.
Allah knows best.
And when somebody doesn't get what they've been asking for, the temptation is to think, oh, it's not working, this.
Yeah.
I'm not happy.
It's not happening.
And they feel a bit dejected, and they feel a bit low, and without realising that actually we will know about Allah's wisdom through time and experience.
Yes.
But Allah himself knows his wisdom because he is not restricted by time.
Yeah.
He has an all-encompassing vision.
Yes.
alhamdulillah, which we could never possibly have. And we can't, to the extent where we can't even imagine what that could possibly be like, because it's multidimensional, whereas we are only three-dimensional. So we can't get it. We can't.
Just can't get our head around it.
No. So this is where faith comes in, and faith's an important thing. And it's the faith in realising that if you are getting what you're asking for, then it's for the right reasons and it's the best thing for you. If you're not getting what you're asking for, then either it's going to come later when you're ready for it, or when it's ready for you,
it was not good for you,
because it wasn't the best thing for you.
It was not good for you.
That's right.
And our very good friend and colleague at Corsa, he uses the example when he's running a training course of if you get a puncture. You know, the one thing you can do is shout, jump up and down, shout, kick the tyre, get mad, blame your son, go, he drove the car last year, I bet he put that, I tell him not to drive in gutter. Or you just go, alhamdulillah, and change
alhamdulillah.
it. Or, if you're me, ring AA, get them to change it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But if you're on your way to the airport and you end up missing the plane as a result...
Funnily enough,
okay,
there was,
cool.
And I'm afraid I am going to have to now mention a tragedy.
Okay.
But I only do this as an example. There was an airplane flew out of Lyon.
Okay,
recently and crashed.
And
189 people were killed.
Horrific.
So I'm sorry to mention that. But one guy missed that flight.
Subhanallah.
Now, when he missed that flight, how do you think he felt?
So annoyed.
Sick, annoyed. Oh, my God.
It's going to take it.
I've lost money. I've lost time. You know, all because roadworks, or I forgot my passport, or whatever it was. Everybody else's fault. Yardy, yardy, yar. No. Because what happened to that flight? Tragedy.
He'd have been dead.
Tragedy struck. So it's quoted here at Mail Online. The luckiest man alive. Passenger misdoomed Lyon Air flight, which crashed with 189 people on board because he was stuck in traffic on the way to the airport.
Wow.
Now, whilst he was stuck in traffic, how was his heart pounding?
He was saying, I'm going to miss the flight, I'm going to miss the flight.
When he got in and missed the flight, what was he saying?
Oh, no.
Exactly. And yet, it was the best thing that could have happened for him at that moment in time.
In a manner of speaking.
We just don't know.
In a manner of speaking. We have no idea what's round the corner.
No, exactly.
We've no idea.
We just don't know.
We've no idea whether we'll make it to the end of the hour. Let
Yes.
alone the day or the week.
Absolutely.
We've no idea.
Absolutely. So try and live every minute with a smile on your face.
Absolutely.
Because why waste it?
Try and live every minute as if it's going to be your last.
Why waste it? Why waste this minute?
The temptation is to think, I'm so stressed. I've got this to do, that to do, the other to do. I've got this deadline, that deadline, and et cetera, et cetera. And my boss is going to get on to me, and if I don't do this right, and
you know the weird thing is, none of that will change, except how you feel about it.
Exactly.
Just by putting a smile on your face and going,
Exactly.
Because all of those things exist. Do you have stress in your life?
Of course I do.
Oh, my goodness. Do I have stress in my life?
Of course you do.
I know your life. You do.
I know.
You
we
know
both
my life.
do.
I do.
You do.
Jointly.
We do.
Goodness. Oh, my bills have to be paid. Things have to happen. We have families. Things happen in life where you just think, but it's still how you are. It's the person you're being whilst you deal with the things that come at you.
That
absolutely. Define you as a human being.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can do that with a smile on your face.
You can.
You can do that with love in your heart. You can do it with joy.
There's an experiment that I was told about, and I am absolutely convinced to this day that it's absolutely right.
Yes, yeah.
If you've got all the negative things going on in your life, and you're having a really tough time of it, and everything that you're doing is going wrong, and everybody's against you, and it's all really weighing down on you and causing a problem. Look up, physically lift your eyes and look upwards, and put a big smile on your face, and hold that for just a few seconds, 30 seconds. And you'll find that it's actually impossible to think negative thoughts while you are in that state.
Wow. And that's scientifically proven?
Fact.
Wow.
Psychiatrists, psychologists, or whoever they are, have done all the maths, they've done all the studies, they've done all the experiments, and they've finally come to the conclusion that you will feel how your face tells you to feel.
Yeah, fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it.
It's not even faking it.
No.
You are instructing through physiology.
What's the stock
you're
phrase?
Instructing your psychology.
The stock phrase when I meet somebody and ask them how they are.
Yeah.
Yeah?
What?
Yeah. What, would you like to inform your face? Yeah. It's a fact.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Inform your face.
How are you doing? Well, it could be worse.
Oh, really?
Well, aren't you a little ray of sunshine? Does anything good happen in your dreams? And like I say, this is not us saying bad things won't happen. Bad things happen all the time.
Bad things happen. But
they happen all the time.
But they happen for the right reasons.
But you've just got to
Allah's never going to give you something that's bad for you.
Yes.
He might test you from time to time.
Absolutely.
Might test you with a few things.
Yep.
And he might punish you from time to time.
Yeah. And at times you might
pull
think,
you back
I'm not
round.
strong enough for this. I wish Allah didn't have quite as much faith in me.
Allah will never burden a soul with something that it can't cope with.
Exactly.
Written in the Quran.
Yep.
That's absolute fact.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So put a smile on your face. Say Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Deal with things. Don't worry about them beforehand.
Yeah, and enjoy.
Think about them. Plan. Tie your camel. Then put your faith in Allah.
Put your faith in Allah. Alhamdulillah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So,
luckiest man on a planet says.
Talking about tying camels.
Yes.
Well, actually, no, it's got nothing to do with putting the kettle on.
Sure
putting the kettle on is more like.
Put the kettle on. So, in other words, that's not waiting for somebody else to do it.
Put the kettle on.
Going and doing it.
And then put your trust in Allah.
Allah, that the water's going to boil. Inshallah.
We'll be back shortly after this, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
It's
break
drooping.
time. Break
it's
time.
Drooping.
Excuse me. This is a family
my
show.
Microphone is drooping.
Family show. Thank you.
I'm having to crane my neck downwards just to be heard because you have to get your mouth close to it.
Your chair can go up and down.
It can.
Yeah.
But I'm at the. Hey, have you noticed my feet aren't up again?
I have noticed your feet are on the floor.
Still not here.
Amazing.
Brilliant. It
Amazing.
is brilliant.
No
feel
longer.
Like putting my feet up now.
No longer are you a pain in the.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because your sciatica's gone.
But I am actually going to put my feet up now because now that I've mentioned it, I'm going to do it through want rather than need.
No, listen.
It used to be need.
Careful.
Oh, there we go.
That might cause your sciatica to come back.
Perfect. Brilliant. I'm comfy now. This
look like you're about to go to sleep.
Yep.
Don't do that.
I will in time. Listen to this nonsense. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
Yeah,
Doctors are now using this as a cure for insomnia.
Why don't we all go to sleep and join our listeners?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, people wake up and go, how long was I out? How long was I out? What happened?
3 hours.
Have I had a UFO experience? Because I appear to have lost some time.
Missing time experience.
Missing time, that's it. Missing time. It's a thing that shows that you've had an experience.
You have. You've been buzzed.
Experience of it. You've been buzzed.
You've been taken.
You've been taken. Did you ever watch Taken?
Yeah.
Not the film. I mean, there was a miniseries, Taken, based on a true story.
Yeah.
And you do kind of watch it and go,
I know. Scary.
I watched Close Encounters of the Third Kind, thought the same thing.
So did
I. Making his mountain out of mashed potato.
And shaving foam.
Yes. Yeah. And then building it in his garden. And his wife going, "You're a bit nuts." And he's going, "Yep." I'm not. I've got to find this.
I've got to find this.
I keep getting a text message in my brain, and it's telling me to build things out of mashed potato.
And shaving foam.
And shaving foam.
Loved it.
And mud in the garden.
Yeah.
Brilliant movie.
Great.
Brilliant. Oh, has he ever made a bad one?
Stevens.
It was Spielberg, that one, wasn't it?
I don't think he has.
Spielberg.
I don't think he has. No, pure genius, that man.
Do you know, I'm sure this is right. It might have been his first movie or one of his first movies. I remember watching on TV and being so sucked into it and actually thinking, oh my God, this is quite scary.
Yeah.
And it was a film called Duel.
Right, I remember the title.
Duel. And it's one of these. Do you remember the B movies in America, which was basically somebody in a car, and they would just go out into the desert and film them, going from state to state. It was kind of one of those.
Yeah.
So it was an interstate movie, and there's this bloke in this car, and he's driving from wherever to wherever, but he's going through the desert. So it's just a long straight road in the desert, and he's going along, and he comes up behind this truck.
Yeah.
This massive black truck.
Yeah.
And he's sat behind this truck, and the truck's doing whatever, and he's doing, and he wants to overtake it, so he goes to overtake it, and the truck kind of pulls out a little bit.
Yeah.
And so he comes back, and he goes, hey, hang on a minute. Beep. Leans on his horn a little bit. So he goes around, tries to go around the truck again. And the truck does it again, cuts him off.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. And then he kind of, he gives a bit of a fake, manages to get around the truck. He's like, yeah, brilliant. Look at me. I am, great. Ha, 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 ha. Being quite offensive to the truck driver. And then drives off. And then it's a duel between those two going forward. Because he starts having a bit of engine trouble.
Yep.
And then he starts running out of petrol.
Yeah.
And he has to go and get some petrol. Yeah. And it's your heart's pounding.
Yeah.
Because he's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
There's just him, and it's
a similar kind of genre to Hitcher.
Yes.
If you ever saw that with Rutger Hauer.
Yes.
Brilliant movie again.
Listen, there's only 2 people in it, and the thing was, you only ever saw one of them. You never saw the trucker's face. You never saw the trucker.
No, you didn't. No.
You never saw it. And it was just like, say,
but
suspense.
The suspense was brilliant.
And apparently when he did Jaws, one of the best things that happened was he had a robotic Jaws.
Yep.
He had a robotic shark, and they couldn't get it to work.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Yep.
Because it would not have been the film. So he had to just think, well, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do it? I know. We'll not show the shark.
Yeah.
We'll do it all by suspense. So the first, would you say 75% of the film, you barely see the shark.
You don't see it.
You just see the fin and you hear the music.
By John Williams, no less.
John Williams, who did the movie for Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. When he finds somebody that's good, he keeps hold of them, doesn't
Absolutely.
Brilliant. But similar thing. So Jaws became a suspense film rather than a traditional horror movie.
Yep.
Oh, it's brilliant.
But amazing as a result.
It is brilliant.
Yeah. Until it went to Jaws 13.
Yes. I remember...
Should have left it at 1.
Yeah. I remember, was it... what's his name? He's brilliant. English actor. You're only supposed to blow the doors off.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. He was in one of them.
Yes, he was.
And
it was terrible.
Yeah. And he was being, they have to do the interviews type thing. And he was being interviewed, and one of the film critics went, "Have you even seen Jaws 4?" And he went, "No, but I've seen the house it's built, and it's lovely."
Genius. Great answer.
In other words, there's some movies I just do for the money.
I just wanted paying.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Oh my goodness.
Fantastic.
Oh, so very good.
Excellent.
Very good. Yes, but Duel, I remember as a kid being scared.
Yep.
Being actually scared.
Yep.
I'm not sure how we got onto that.
Nor have I. No
idea.
Shall we refer to the list?
I think we should, because do you know what we're going to talk about?
Go on.
Allah's plan.
Ooh.
Allah's plan. Because we have said, quoted, we're not saying this, we have quoted in the past that when you pray, only 3 responses.
This is when you do dua and ask for something.
Only 3 possible responses. Yep. You make a dua. You ask Allah for something.
Yes.
With every intention. Oh, please, give me this, please. And there's only 3 possible responses.
Yep, there are.
Response number 1.
Yes.
Brilliant. Response number 2.
Yes, but not yet.
Brilliant. Response number 3.
There's something better for you.
Now, that's the challenge for some people.
It is.
Recognising the something better.
Allah knows best.
Allah knows best.
Yeah.
Allah knows best.
And when somebody doesn't get what they've been asking for,
the
temptation is to think, oh, it's not working, this.
Yeah.
I'm not happy.
It's not happening.
And they feel a bit dejected and they feel a bit low, and without realising that actually we will know about Allah's wisdom through time and experience.
Yes.
But Allah himself knows his wisdom because he is not restricted by time.
Yeah.
He has an all-encompassing vision.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, which we could never possibly have.
Yes.
And we can't, to the extent where we can't even imagine what that could possibly be like, because it's multidimensional, whereas we are only 3-dimensional.
Yes.
So we can't get it.
Yes.
We can't.
Just can't get our head around it.
No. So this is where faith comes in, and the faith's an important thing.
Yeah.
And it's the faith in realising that if you are getting what you're asking for, then it's for the right reasons and it's the best thing for you.
Yes.
If you're not getting what you're asking for, then either it's going to come later when you're ready for it, or when it's ready for you.
It was not good for you.
Because it wasn't the best thing for you.
It was not good for you.
That's right.
And our very good friend and colleague at Corsa, he uses the example when he's running a training course of if you get a puncture.
Yes.
You know, the one thing you can do is shout, jump up and down, shout, kick the tyre, get mad, blame your son. Go, he drove the car last. I bet he put that. I tell him not to drive in gutter. Or you just go, Alhamdulillah, and change
Alhamdulillah.
it. Or, if you're me, ring AA, get them to change it.
Yes, yes.
You know what I mean?
But if you're on your way to the airport and you end up missing the plane as a result...
Funnily enough,
okay,
there was,
cool.
and I'm afraid I am going to have to now mention a tragedy.
Okay,
but I only do this as an example. There was an airplane flew out of Lyon.
Okay, yeah.
Recently and crashed.
Yeah.
And 189 people were killed.
Horrific.
So I'm sorry to mention that. But one guy, missed that flight.
Subhanallah.
Now, when he missed that flight, how do you think he felt?
So annoyed.
Sick, annoyed. Oh, my God.
It's going to take it.
I've lost money. I've lost time. You know, all because roadworks or I forgot my passport or whatever it was. Everybody else's fault. Yardy, yardy, yar.
Yeah.
No. Because what happened to that flight? Tragedy.
He'd have been dead.
Tragedy struck. So it's quoted here, Mail Online. The luckiest man alive.
Yeah.
Passenger misdoomed Lyon Air flight, which crashed with 189 people on board because he was stuck in traffic on the way to the airport.
Wow.
Now, whilst he was stuck in traffic, how was his heart pounding?
He was saying, I'm going to miss the flight, I'm going to miss the flight. It's
when he got in and missed the flight,
my way.
What was he saying?
Oh, no.
Exactly. And yet, it was the best thing that could have happened for him at that moment in time.
In a manner of speaking.
We just don't know.
In a manner of speaking. We have no idea what's round the corner.
No, exactly.
We've no idea.
We just don't know.
We've no idea whether we'll make it to the end of the hour.
Yeah.
Let alone the day or the week.
Absolutely.
We've no idea.
Absolutely. So try and live every minute with a smile on your face.
Absolutely.
Because why waste it?
Try and live every minute as if it's going to be your last.
Yeah. Why waste it? Why waste this minute?
The temptation is to think, I'm so stressed. I've got this to do, that to do, the other to do. I've got this deadline, that deadline, and et cetera, et cetera. And my boss is going to get on to me, and if I don't do this right, and you
know the weird thing is, none of that will change, except how you feel about it.
Exactly.
Just by putting a smile on your face and going,
Exactly.
Because all of those things exist. Do you have stress in your life?
Of course I do.
Oh, my goodness. Do I have stress in my life?
Of course you do.
I know your life. You do.
I know.
You
we
know
both
my life.
do.
I do.
You do.
Jointly.
We do.
Goodness. Oh, my bills have to be paid.
Yep.
Things have to happen. We have families. Things happen in life where you just think, but it's still how you are. It's the person you're being whilst you deal with the things that come at you.
Things that come at you, yeah,
that
absolutely.
define you as a human being.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can do that with a smile on your face.
You can.
You can do that with love in your heart. You can do it with joy.
There's an experiment that I was told about, and I am absolutely convinced to this day that it's absolutely right.
Yes, yeah.
If you've got all the negative things going on in your life, and you're having a really tough time of it, and everything that you're doing is going wrong, and everybody's against you, and it's all really weighing down on you and causing a problem. Look up, physically lift your eyes and look upwards, and put a big smile on your face, and hold that for just a few seconds, 30 seconds. And you'll find that it's actually impossible to think negative thoughts while you are in that state.
Wow. And that's scientifically proven?
Fact.
Wow.
Psychiatrists, psychologists, or whoever they are, have done all the maths, they've done all the studies, they've done all the experiments, and they've finally come to the conclusion that you will feel how your face tells you to feel.
Fake it till you make it.
It's
not even faking it.
No.
You are instructing through physiology.
What's the stock
you're
phrase?
Instructing your psychology.
The stock phrase when I meet somebody and ask them how they are.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well,
yeah. What, would you like to inform your face? It's a fact.
Absolutely.
Inform your face.
How are you doing? Well, it could be worse.
Oh, really?
Well, aren't you a little ray of sunshine? Does anything good happen in your dreams? And like I say, this is not us saying bad things won't happen. Bad things happen all the time.
Bad things happen. But
they happen all the time.
But they happen for the right reasons.
But you've just got to
Allah's never going to give you something that's bad for you.
Yes.
He might test you from time to time.
Absolutely.
Might test you with a few things.
Yep.
And he might punish you from time to time.
Yeah. And at times you might
pull
think,
you back
I'm not
around.
strong enough for this. I wish Allah didn't have quite as much faith in me.
Allah will never burden a soul with something that it can't cope with.
Exactly.
Written in the Quran.
Yep.
That's absolute fact.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So put a smile on your face. Say Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Deal with things. Don't worry about them beforehand.
Yeah, and enjoy.
Think about them. Plan. Tie your camel. Then put your faith in Allah.
Put your faith in Allah. Alhamdulillah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So,
luckiest man on the planet says.
Talking about tying camels.
Yes.
Well, actually, no, it's got nothing to do with putting the kettle on.
Sure
putting the kettle on is more like.
Put the kettle on. So, in other words, that's not waiting for somebody else to do it.
Put the kettle on.
Going and doing it.
And then put your trust in Allah.
Allah, the water's going to boil. Inshallah.
We'll be back shortly after this, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh. Oh, that's better.
Yes, always.
Better. Nice warm drink inside
always.
me. Do you know what it makes me feel, though?
Go on.
Hungry. Hungry.
Should we have another break?
Coffee. Do you know what?
No, I'm only joking. He had his fingers over the sliders.
I was about to press the
Listeners, he's easily sold. You're easily sold there.
Do you know what I really want?
What you really want?
No, but really, too much drink actually makes me feel hungry.
Right, yes.
And I go a bit slushy.
Yeah.
And I'm full of drink.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't really feel it. I want fish and chips.
Oh.
And I know I shouldn't.
Oh.
I shouldn't.
Do you know if you have fish and chips, you know what I'm going to have, don't you?
You're going to have chips and curry sauce.
Yes.
That's what you do.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't get over the fact that you don't eat fish.
Oh, no, I love fish and chips fish. Love it. That's the only fish I'll eat, though. If it's in batter, I'll have it. Anything else, dead to me.
No, you don't have it, do you?
No. Don't do fish.
Do you do prawns?
Nope.
No.
No.
None of it?
Nothing. There's no shellfish I eat. No shellfish, no fish. Do you know what
one of the best meals I've ever had in my life.
Right.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, so we were on Malta.
Right, okay.
And we chose to go to Gozo.
Right.
Island off Malta.
Oh, okay.
And you have to catch a ferry.
Right, yes.
So we were thinking, don't know how long the ferry's going to be.
Yeah.
It's certainly not there yet.
Yeah.
So we've got a bit of time to kill.
Yes.
I'm a bit peckish. How about you lot? And we're with Chris and family.
Oh, brilliant.
Was it Chris and family? At that stage, was that Malta? Possibly. Decided to stop off at a little cafe.
Right.
Yeah, on the seafront.
Yes.
In the harbour.
Oh, lovely.
Waiting for the ferry.
Yep.
To come and take us over to. Yeah. So.
Yes.
And it was a bit of a ramshackle place, a bit of a wooden hut style place.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it smelt a bit fishy, if I'm honest. Tables and chairs were a little bit rickety and metal.
Yes.
And a bit rusty around the edges.
Yes.
And the waitress came out and spoke in what do they speak in Malta? Is it Spanish?
I'm assuming Spanish. Maltese. Is it Maltese? Do they have their own language? Portuguese. Is Portuguese Spanish?
No, I don't think it is. Or is it Italian? I don't know.
Don't know.
I can't remember. But she said something.
They're famed for the falcons.
Yes. Or is that just a badge?
And the Zers, Maltese Zers.
Yeah, the Zers.
Sorry, yes. So you went into this little ramshackle place.
Yeah. And I ordered seafood pasta.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I thought,
I'll take a chance.
It's going to have a bit of fish. It's going to have a bit of fish, bit of stuff. And I'll be all right with that.
Yes.
Seafood pasta, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then others ordered what they wanted. Mine came out and it was a spaghetti, but it had seafood in it.
Oh, wow.
And seafood, like there was crab, there was a bit of lobster, bit of fish, bit of mixed fish. There was prawns and a bit of mussels and all the slimy stuff.
Limpets.
They were all in there. And I promise you, that was the best flavour of any food I've ever eaten in my life.
Wow.
I could not believe what I was tasting.
Wow.
It was incredible flavour. Beautiful. And one of the most memorable meals ever.
Golly.
And bearing in mind that I have eaten at the world's only 7-star restaurant.
Yes.
I have eaten there.
Wow.
This little ramshackled hut.
Beat it.
Yeah, beat that.
Wow.
In terms of flavour.
That's incredible.
Awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah, seafood, give me it.
Don't know why. I've just never...
Give me it.
Never...
Love it.
Always tastes a bit rubbery. Oh, thank you very much. But always just tastes a bit rubbery to me.
Chinese.
Yeah. Always tastes a bit rubbery. I don't know why. Not a fan. Weird.
Odd. But
I'll eat tuna. I'll eat tuna.
You'll eat tuna. Does it have to be out of a tin?
Yes. I was just about to say, provided it comes out of a tin. Isn't that terrible?
I'm
not as
fresh,
Philistine sounding as I am.
Fresh tuna steak.
Yep.
And
it tastes like a steak. It cuts like a steak, doesn't it?
Coat it in crushed peppercorn.
Right.
And a bit of sea salt.
Yep.
Yeah. And you flash fry that.
Yep.
Top and bottom. So it's still a bit pinky in the middle.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Cooked. Peppercorns are cooked and it's a bit browned off on the outside, but still a little bit pinky in the middle.
Yep.
One of the best tastes and textures you'll ever have.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Love it. But I'm a fan of that kind of thing.
Yes. Yeah.
But your battered fish, I mean, you can't.
Fish and chips.
Wonderful.
Oh, it's wonderful.
And when you're in the mood for fish and chips, and you get fish and chips,
and you get a nice,
do for your
proper
senses?
fish and chips. Oh,
crispy batter has to be crispy. If it's that soggy stuff, I'm not interested.
Yeah, but you need to be able to take it off as well.
Proper cod or haddock.
Yeah.
None of this other stuff that they're starting to.
I don't even know what that would be. That's not fish and chips. That's not fish and chips. That's something battered.
So you need English fish and chips.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ideally, if we're going to go for on the seafront in a tray.
Well, the best
with
fish and chip shop
with salt blowing into your face.
The best fish and chip shop, bar none, is in Whitby.
Whitby, I like Whitby.
It's there. It's the best, and it's the one that's cut into the cliff. You go into that chippy, and that is the best fish and chips in the world, bar none. Yeah. While we were in the 7-star restaurant, which is in the Burj Al Arab in Dubai.
Yep.
While we were there, which is a seafood restaurant, so I'm not sure that you'd be best. You'd be better swerving that.
Yes, I think so. Can I have a steak?
It is.
Which kind of fish steak would you like, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. But in that restaurant, my daughter had been feeling a little unwell.
Right.
Yeah. So we decided just to wait half an hour, let things clear up.
Yes.
When we got to the restaurant eventually, bearing in mind, she said, I'm feeling okay now, Dad. I'd like something to eat.
Yeah.
What would you like then? Well, what can I have? She said she was only like 8 at the time.
Yep.
And I said, well, you can have fish. It's a seafood restaurant, so it's fish. What would you like? And she looked at the waiter and said, fish and chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, the world's only 7-star restaurant. And she ordered fish and chips.
Yeah.
Do you know what she got?
Well, presumably fish and chips.
She got fish and chips.
Right.
Battered fish.
Oh, right, okay.
Haddock, crispy batter, the likes of which you've never seen in your life.
Wow.
The chips, you could see that they were hand-carved.
Really?
They were double fried. They were exactly the same
Were they
size,
stacked in a tower?
Shape, and they were like Jenga.
Oh, really?
Built
I was
like
joking
Jenga.
because I have seen that.
They were built like Jenga.
Wow.
And there were all sorts of other weird and wonderful things happening on the plate at the same time. Because when this food gets presented to you, you don't know whether to eat it or have your photo taken.
Yeah. First bite is with the eye.
Work of art.
Wow.
It's amazing stuff. But yeah, she ordered fish and chips in there. And given that it was a minimum spend per head, that portion of fish and chips cost
20 quid.
150. I know.
Really?
I must have been mad.
£150?
And I'm not, listeners, I'm not made of money.
No, you saved up and you wanted the experience.
You do that once.
Wow.
You do that once in your life, and I will never do that again in my life.
No.
Yeah, but for that once, it was a minimum spend per head. That lunch cost us about £450.
Whoa!
So that means that portion of fish and chips cost me about 150
About 150 quid. Oh, did you enjoy it, love? Why are you leaving it? You don't leave anything. Wow. But you've done it?
Did it?
Wow.
Fantastic.
Wow.
So I'd recommend it to anybody.
Yes.
But maybe just once in your life, eh?
Yes. Yeah.
Who knows? But I've no idea how we got onto fish.
I don't know because it's got nothing to do with anything on my list.
Really?
Nothing at all.
Your list isn't even remotely fishy?
Nope. No.
No fish references at all?
No fish references at Oh, I'm trying to...
Anything in water, in the sea?
Well, I'm just looking to see if I can... Do you know, I've got one, which is about swimming, but that's not really fish, is it?
It's a bit tenuous as a link,
It's a bit tenuous, really? So I can't even go to that one.
No.
Do you know what I might need to do?
What?
I might need to have a think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, all this started off with me feeling hungry.
That's right. That's what it was.
Tea and
I said, shall we take a break? And I've managed to keep you going for about another 10 minutes.
Actually, 9 minutes and 6 seconds if I want. And counting.
Keep you going for another minute then. I'll keep you going for another minute. Do you know, I bought a dictionary the other day.
You know when you're
genuinely, I bought a dictionary. I mean, how often do you get to do that? I bought a dictionary the other day.
That's amazing.
Got home, all the pages were blank.
Right.
I do not have the words to describe how annoyed I was.
There are no words.
There are no words to describe how annoyed I was. Do you know, I said that to the good lady. I can say this because she doesn't listen to this rubbish. No. I said that to the good lady and she went, well, did you take it back? I went, no, love, I didn't have the words. There were no words
to describe.
There were no words. I know, but if they've said it's a dictionary, but there's no words in it, what did you do?
Oh, no.
No, love, listen. Honestly, listen, love, listen. Sit down.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Why do you always make her sit down? Why do that?
And she rolls her eyes.
I do that at home.
Rolls her eyes and sits down. I'm not going to sit down.
Sit down.
I'm not going to sit down. I am not going to be talked down to. Is how she now responds. Come on, love, sit down. I bought a dictionary, and when I got home, there was no words in it. So what did you... Oh. You know, because if you have to say, by the way, this is a joke, it somehow loses
I told one of my favourite jokes to my missus. Yeah? And I mean, you know, it's forgive me, listeners. This is an Islamic radio station, and I understand. But one of my favourite jokes is about the black swan. who walked into a pub, sat down, and the guy next to him said, here, I was in a pub named after you the other night. And the swan looked at him and said, what, Alan?
I love it.
My missus, blank face.
Really?
Blank face.
Didn't get it?
Didn't understand, not a word. And then she just said, because I was laughing hysterically, and she said, why would a swan be in a pub? Oh, no, love.
No, love, sit down.
That's not the point. Why would a person be talking to a swan? No.
Why would the first things out of the bloke's mouth not be, oh my God, a talking swan?
It's a talking black swan.
Love.
Why is it a black swan? Why isn't the swan white?
Yeah, there's no such thing as a black swan.
Why would a swan be called Alan?
Love.
Love. Look, sit down, love.
But I love it. It's one of those jokes that then goes off.
She said, look, I'm already sat down. I'm in bed. she was in bed next to me. And so she said, I can't sit down.
I can't sit down.
I'm already lying down.
It's just a figure of speech. Sit down, love.
Sit down, love.
Oh, dear. Because that's the one that sets off, and I'm sure we've done this before. You know, when a red lion walks into a pub, and the barman went, oh, do you know, I used to work in a pub named after you. He goes, what, Eric?
Yeah.
It's brilliant. A white hart.
Genius.
White hart walks into a pub, and the barman said, oh, you know, just down the road, there's a pub named after you. What? Brian?
Tom. Yeah, Tom.
Beefeater.
The guy.
Beefeater.
Walked into a bar.
Yeah.
Went, ouch.
Out. It was an iron bar. Beefeater.
Come on.
Beefeater. Just outside the tower. Beefeater walks into a pub, and he said, I'll have a gin, please. And the barman went, oh, we've got a gin named after you. He goes, what? Roger.
These are terrible. Why do they make me laugh so much?
White Horse. White Horse walked into a bar. First thing the barman said was, why the long face?
Yes.
And the White Horse went, not heard that one before, idiot. Anyway, can I have a whiskey? He goes, oh, it's amazing you asked for a whiskey because we've got one named after you. He goes, what, Philip?
What, Phil? You could go on all day, couldn't you? But this is not helping my hunger.
This is not helping at all. At all.
Not helping my hunger at all.
Oh, no, Prince Charles.
Do you know what? One of the worst things about live radio.
Duke of York.
Stop.
Duke of York walked into a pub.
Stop.
Three bells walked his... You can use it with anything.
The Queen's Arms.
King's Head, but only the King's Head.
A black rock.
Big tree. There used to be one called the Big Tree. The Big Tree walks into... Oh, it's an Islamic station. We can't do these jokes. But they are funny.
They are funny. SubhanAllah.
Oh.
Really stop him, please.
Oh dear.
God, can we come back after this?
I think we should. I think we should.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh. So.
Always giggling when we come back in. People wonder why. Because just as you're about to put that slide up...
I'm not going to tell them.
No, actually, no. We'll not tell him. We're dead. No, it's not good. Some things...
It's nothing to be proud of.
Yeah. Some things are best not known.
Some things are best left unsaid.
Yes, yeah. How they make sausages and one other thing. I can't remember what.
Oh, okay.
And that, definitely. And that.
That, definitely.
Oh, do you know?
That can be left where it belongs.
That can where it belongs? Go on.
History.
In history. Oh, dear.
I didn't like history at school.
Did you not?
No.
Well, that's weird. Nor did I.
I always said there was no future in it. What? Hello, I'm a child. Hello.
Oh, do you know the bloke that invented zero, the number zero?
Yeah.
Do you know what I say to him?
Thanks for nothing. Do you know what? I've heard something about that.
Go on.
And I'm going to try and remember what that thing was now. I'm going to try and work it out in my own brain.
Right. Okay.
To try and remember.
Yes.
But it was something to do with the Chinese.
Okay.
You know, Chinese kids are maths genius.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. Is it the parents push them?
No. It's because they don't recognise the number 10.
10.
Is it 10 or is it? Can't remember if it's 10 or 0. It's
right.
one or the other. But they go 0. Is it?
They cut.
No, there's something.
They start counting from 0. Is that it?
Yeah, that's right.
So we go 1 to 10. They go 0 to 9.
Yes, they do.
10 to 19.
Yes, they do.
20 to 29.
Something like something like that. Yeah, and they just count differently to us, and it's their recognition of I think it's either 0.
Yeah.
Or they don't recognise 0.
Yes. Yeah.
So 10 being 1 0 doesn't make any sense.
Right.
If you understand, they don't understand. There's something to do with the way that they recognise the numeric system.
Yes.
That makes it easier for them to understand.
Yes.
Really, really complex.
Yes. Yeah. And that might be because I remember watching like a maths genius, genius.
Anybody Chinese out there listening to this, get in contact.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, please let us know. Please let us know. But I do remember.
I might be hopelessly wrong. It might have been something that I read on a Christmas cracker joke. I don't know. These things.
It could be something really offensive.
It could
that
be.
We somehow.
I might have just offended 2 billion people. I hope not.
But no, I do remember.
I like them.
There was this. I like them.
All
of them. Every single one of them.
I like people. I don't want to offend anybody.
Don't want to offend anybody. But I do remember watching this American guy had come over from America. Funny enough, I overstretched myself there. This American guy had come over from. Yeah, that'd be America, wouldn't it? And he was a maths genius, and he was trying to help children be better at maths, understand maths better, and be better at it.
Yeah.
And he was saying that you should count from 0 to 9.
Yeah.
Counting from 1 to 10 is confusing.
That's the one.
That'll be what it is.
Yeah.
And I don't fully understand why, but he said, it isn't 9, 10, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19.
Yeah.
20, and that kind of makes sense because 20's got a 2 on it.
Yeah.
21's got a 2 on it. Therefore, it kind of makes sense that it would sit there. And the absence of 0, us ignoring 0 when we're counting, is what messes people up. It says, go to a calculator, where's 0? It's at the bottom. So it shouldn't be. It should be next to the 1.
Yeah.
It should go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
and then a 9.
And then a 9 at the bottom. Or, find another way of... or at the top, whatever. So it could be that. It could well be that. It might just be that.
He must have had a Chinese teacher.
It could have. It could be. Do you know? It could be.
He might well have done.
Do you know? I was thinking about that the other day.
Confuses me though, because when I nip down to my local takeaway, it doesn't start at 0.
No. You see, can I have a 0?
Can I have a 0 with fried rice, please?
How is it? £4. What comes? Nothing.
Nothing. What do you get? No.
Nothing. Fresh air.
Are you sure?
What do you get?
I thought you were hungry.
A heady sense of disappointment.
I thought you were hungry when you walked in here. What do you mean you want 0?
What do you want 0? What would you like? Nothing.
Nothing, thanks.
Okay.
How would you like that cooked? Yeah. Would you like that with fried rice or
fried
chips?
Rice or chips?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Nothing, please.
Hang
on a minute. What are we even talking about?
Well, I don't know, but I was reminded of something. We went to child number 1's parents' evening a short while back.
Yep.
And we were chatting to the teacher, and the teacher turned to the good lady and went, "Oh, that's a lovely Scottish accent you've got. Whereabouts from Scotland are you from?" So I had a conversation about icebreaker. Brilliant. But it reminded me. When I was working in the bank, I'll go back to when I was working. I didn't work in the bank for that long, but loads of stuff seems to have happened. When I was working in the bank, there was a kid there, and he was only young, but it was really nice, really nice. But he had a very soft Scottish accent. I can't even do it. A very soft Scottish accent. I remember somebody saying to him, "Oh, whereabouts from Scotland are you from?" He went, "I'm not from Scotland. I'm from Sheffield." He went, but where, but whereabouts in Scotland? No, I'm not from. It turned out he'd had a stutter, so his parents had taken him to a speech therapist
who was Scottish,
and he picked up their accent.
Amazing.
He picked up their accent. If you can hear anything, it's my phone ringing, but it's on silent. It's on silent.
No, it's not on silent. It's on buzz.
Well, it's on buzz.
Buzzing.
Yes, it's buzzing.
Yeah.
So he had this very soft Scottish brogue, born in Sheffield.
Fantastic.
Sheffield born and bred. Are your parents Scottish? No. He goes, I did have
Isn't it weird? Before I was Muslim.
Yes.
Yeah. It's going back a lot of years.
It is now, yeah, my goodness.
And in fact, before I even knew what Muslim was.
Yes, yeah.
I was a Roman Catholic as a kid.
Yes.
And I was an altar boy.
Yes.
Yeah, so I used to assist.
Right.
During church services.
Yep.
On the altar.
You wear a frock?
I used to. Yes, I did.
Wow.
Yeah, cassock, it's called.
Called a cassock and a ruffly neck.
And a cotter, yeah.
Cotter? Is it cotter and a cassock?
Yeah, that's
wow.
I used to wear them.
Cassocks? No, it's true.
No, it's true. A load of cassocks. No, I'm telling the truth. Trust you. Trust you. I remember there was a gong that had to be boing.
Really?
A gong that had to be.
Did you gong the priest halfway through?
It was shaped a bit like a bell. It was a round gong.
Oh wow!
And it used to be boing at one part during the service.
Yes.
And there was a
did you queue up for that?
Brass metal strip around the steps of the altar.
Yep.
We used to kneel at those steps with this gong in front.
Right.
Boing.
Wow.
I always used to place it against the metal strip. So when it went boing, it actually buzzed.
I thought it just went click.
It just went. It made a really weird noise. The priest every single time used to turn around and touch at me. Yeah.
So it went buzz tut.
It did.
Oh, brilliant.
Every time. How I maintained my status as an altar boy. Never know.
Oh.
Never know.
Oh dear. You obviously had something on the vicar.
Don't, please.
Oh dear. Please. But I love how he always looked at you and tutted.
It was evidently always me. It was always me, yes. Or Rob, my brother.
Oh dear.
Those days are what forged my character.
Exactly.
They did.
Exactly. Makes you the cheeky thing you are today.
Nothing wrong with it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, how did I get onto that?
I don't know.
Idea. Did you wear a dress?
Did you know it wasn't even that?
How did I come onto that?
Well, I was talking about a bloke sounding Scottish, but he was actually Sheffield born and bred.
That's right. I was going to talk about the priest.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. The priest.
Yep.
He had an incredible stutter. Really? He could not get words out.
Oh, wow.
And he used to be doing his sermon, and honestly, sometimes it was just painful.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but everybody just, being nice and Catholic about it. You don't complain, you don't have a go.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't anyway.
You never try and finish his...
sandwiches.
Or his...
sentences.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
What do you never do? Finish his...
sentences.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
you. You never do that.
Yep. I was thinking of another one. Prayer. Sermon.
So you never do that. But when he sung, no stammer at all.
Oh.
So we just said, why don't you
sing it all,
Father? Just do it all in a singing voice.
Yeah.
And he did, and it worked a treat.
Wow.
Honestly. Church service lost 20 minutes.
Yeah, brilliant. And was more fun.
And it was great.
Because he did it to the tune of the Birdie Dance.
Birdie song.
How were we both thinking of the same one?
I don't know. Oh, I hate that song. If you just put it in my head. Just put that song in my head. Please, no, don't ever do that again. Dear. Don't ever do that again. So yeah, stammering.
Yes, well.
Yeah, when you sing it, it's different thing.
Have you seen The King's Speech?
Of course I have, yes.
And he does it on that.
Brilliant.
It's phenomenal. Oh, how good was that movie? Oh my goodness. Oh, but they did it on that. When he was singing, he didn't stutter.
That's right. Yeah, I know.
Weird.
I know. It's incredible. So
weird.
Yeah, so stammering people,
should sing more.
Should just sing.
Yes. Yeah.
Should just sing.
Wow.
So anyway, we need to be moving down our list.
We do. You know what I want to do before that though?
Does it involve click?
Yeah. And then a boiling of water.
And a boiling of water. And a tea bag and some coffee in separate cups, of course.
Yes.
Get on it then.
Yes, I think we should.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi. Oh my goodness. Oh. This next one, I don't know if it's a good one or a bad one.
Oh, dear me.
I know it's a bad one.
I'll be the decider.
Yeah. I know it's a bad one. I know it's a bad one, but it's good because it proves
I'll decide
that the two white Muslims are right.
We're always right.
We're always right.
We're always right.
So guess what this one's about?
Alcohol. Real.
It is. It's about alcohol. About alcohol again. How much
always right.
alcohol is good for you?
None.
Zero. Nothing.
Zilch.
Nada. Nothing. A drop.
Not a speck.
Not
drop. Even in food.
No.
Where it's been burnt off, evaporated. It's not good.
No. Not in chocolates.
Nope.
Oh.
So we've been proved right.
We've been proved right.
Who buying this time?
Terrified McDonald's customers.
Oh God.
Cower.
Oh no.
As drunk woman with knife goes on rampage. Now the key words in there are knife
and
drunk.
Yeah.
If she wasn't drunk, I don't think she'd have done it.
No, I don't.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
And it's quite a sad story because it actually says, where did it say? Yeah. I cut to the chase. Things had been going very wrong in the lady's life, and her solution was alcohol.
Yeah.
So she was extremely drunk.
As a lot of
she
people
is both
do.
Ashamed and frightened in equal measure. This is the aftermath. Yeah. So your heart's got to go out to her a little bit.
No.
Do you know what I mean? but then when you drill it down,
as usual, be a lesson to everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That being drunk is never the right solution.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drowning your sorrows. Yeah.
Yeah.
Putting yourself into a numb state and stupor state is never the right option. Is never the right idea.
Yeah.
Is never a good idea.
Yes. So basically what happened was she got absolutely
hammered.
She then was convinced somebody had stolen her mobile phone. Because this is what happens. They just go off on one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They go
can be irrational. They go into a loop.
Irrational loop.
She gets a bread knife, goes out into the street, runs up and down, and was convinced somebody stole her mobile phone. She then started accusing a good Samaritan who tried to help her as she was lying in the street and chased him off. She'd been drinking for 6 hours. 6 hours. She then turned up at the McDonald's in Kensington.
That's posh.
Oh, it is. It is.
Was she a posh woman?
Not looking at the picture, no.
No.
No, I think in that 6 hours she'd walked a long way.
Can you tell?
You can tell
by looking?
You can. There was no class in that picture.
Class.
Good Lord. Oof. Dear me. Oh.
But then again, even posh people, when drunk, look utterly ridiculous.
Well, that's possibly the thing, actually. Yeah,
utterly ridiculous.
Yep. Yeah. And as you can imagine, the people in the McDonald's were absolutely terrified.
I bet.
Terrified.
Knife wielding.
Yes.
And drunk and ready to take anybody on. Because drunk people feel invincible, don't they?
Yes, absolutely.
They feel that they can take anything on.
Yes.
And they're belligerent, they're argumentative, they're full of themselves.
Nasty.
Just vindictive. Pure
and
nasty.
They could turn on a hop because they might be coming across all front and then they just suddenly turn.
Something snaps.
Think, what happened there?
Yeah, something snaps.
Yep.
And they go for you.
Yep.
Oh, it's horrific.
Yes.
So proved right again.
Yes.
As if we need to
remind people
that this kind of stuff leads to these kinds of stories.
So the lesson here: don't eat at McDonald's.
Don't carry a bread knife.
Don't carry a bread knife. Yeah, where'd you get a bread knife from?
Don't know.
You know what I mean? Oh dear, tragic. Horrible.
Isn't it true though? If you're caught in the street with a blade which is longer than 1.5 inches, you can get done.
5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
So what's happened to her?
Well, actually, that's a very good point because I think it says she avoided a prison sentence. I'm sure it started with avoided a prison sentence. But shouldn't have, in my humble opinion. And especially at this moment in time, the level of people being killed, especially in London, with knife attacks.
250 people this year.
Terrifying.
250 this year.
Stabbings?
Yes.
Yeah, and then of which is something like 6.
No, 250 people have died.
Really?
In knife attacks in London this year.
Good Lord.
Yes. I know, it's horrific.
That's incredible.
It's horrific. But do you know what annoys me about that?
Go on.
Well, there's an awful lot of things.
Well, first of all, it means that you can't go out with your machete anymore, doesn't it?
I can't wield my 18-inch blade machete anymore, which I used to love.
Yeah.
Of course. I used to
it's always the few ruining it for the many, isn't it?
For the benefit
just
of listeners
because they can't be trusted with a bread knife.
For the benefit of listeners out
there.
You
can't go out with your sword.
I never, ever had any such knife. No. There's a joke.
You really described it as a sword, didn't you?
But what annoys me in London about the knife crime stats is whenever I see it reported, and I usually see it reported on a certain breakfast news show.
Yep.
I won't name which one.
Okay.
But when they're saying "Good morning, Britain" to people, again, I'm not going to be.
No.
I wouldn't want to name and shame Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
In anything
that would be
that he
shambolic.
does.
Yeah. Piers Morgan wouldn't want that.
Nor would I want to name and shame Susanna Reid because she's just as bad.
Yes.
In fact, in some cases, worse.
Well, she's an enabler.
She is indeed.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to point the finger at them personally.
Yeah.
But whenever the subject of knife crime in London crops up, who do they blame? Who do they blame?
I don't know. Youth.
No.
Kids.
No.
Right.
The police? No. The Met? No. Social services? No. Who do they blame? They blame Sadiq Khan.
What?
The mayor.
How could it be the mayor's fault?
You're asking me? I don't know. But the fact that he's Muslim...
So they blame the only Muslim?
Yeah, exactly. The only Muslim in the building that they can point the finger at purely because he's Muslim.
Because it's hard not to get... Because I don't want it to sound like, that's all we're moaning. But it's hard not to put two and two together there. Because when it was Boris Johnson, I don't think they were blaming him.
No, they weren't.
And when it was Ken Livingstone, well, they blamed him for everything.
Well, hang on a minute. The ills of the world are on Ken Livingstone's shoulders.
Yes.
Absolutely.
No.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense at all.
Tragic.
But
I did see a thing on the orange oligarch, on the current US president, saying, "Oh, you think it's bad here? You should see London. Have you seen how many people have been killed by knives?" Yes, about a fraction of the people who are killed by children with guns.
With guns every day.
Let alone the others.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know they have accidental deaths? It's called death by toddler.
Oh,
seriously, death by toddler, and there are more death by toddler than there are knife crime in this country.
I heard a comedian once. I watched a live show.
Right.
I was at some comedy club. I was taken out one evening.
Yes.
To a comedy club. It was in Leeds.
Yeah.
And this comedian was brilliant.
Yeah.
He was blind.
Oh wow!
Blind.
Okay.
Yeah, and they had to help him up onto the stage.
You said carry him out.
To help him onto the stage.
Guide him out.
To help him onto the stage.
Yep.
Yeah. One either side.
Yep.
On his own.
Yeah.
And put him on the stage, and he started his routine.
Yeah.
And he was just brilliant.
Really?
Brilliant. And he said that the reports about childhood obesity, how often do we see that?
Yes.
All the time.
Yep.
Kids are under fire for being big.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's not necessarily their fault. It's bad dietary
Yes.
advice.
Yeah.
It's in a lot of cases poverty.
Yes.
Because they can't afford the fresh fruits and vegetables that.
Yeah.
And the
And
easiest
it's easier,
and cheapest thing
easier
is
and
to buy
quicker
a
to
burger
open a
and
packet.
chips,
Yeah.
Or a packet
Or
meal.
just have crisps or Mars bars, then cook something
Exactly.
from it. Yeah, absolutely.
But we're saying childhood obesity and knife crime are in fact linked.
Right.
Because these children that are heavy are simply becoming stab-proof.
So it's reducing knife crime. It's not reducing knife crime.
It's reducing fatalities.
Reducing fatalities, though. Yes, there you go, you see.
It's called survival of the fattest.
There you go.
We can't say that.
Can't say that.
In the days of political correctness.
We cannot say that.
Cannot say that. I'll tell you what, we won't say that.
No, we won't say that. In fact, we won't say anything else. What we'll do is this. We'll do more of this after that.
Can we edit this live show?
No. No.
Okay, more of this after that.
More of that after this.
Okay, assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi
wa barakatuh.
Oh, I've got a frog in my throat.
Steady on now. Steady on. Is it a frog or is it a toad? How do you know the difference between a frog and a toad?
No, I don't know.
Nor do I.
Wow.
I'm actually asking a question.
What? I mean, I thought it was along the lines of if you lick it, doesn't the toad make you go a bit woo?
I don't know.
There's some toads that, because it was. I only say that because it was on an episode of The Simpsons.
all I know is that if you get a princess to kiss it.
There you go.
If it's a toad, it doesn't turn into a prince.
Yeah.
Does it?
If she gets a wart, it's a toad.
Yeah, that's right.
If she gets a prince, it's frog.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go. You see, easy. Scientifically proven.
Scientifically proven.
Very good. Oh,
I need help.
yes, yeah.
Clearly need help.
Oh.
Fantastic. So anyway, how far down the list have we got?
I don't think, have we mentioned any of them? No, we have. We mentioned a couple. I want to discuss this one, and I don't want to discuss this one. Because I find it utterly repugnant. But there's so many. It just raises so many questions. Right. Shall I just give you the headline?
Okay.
And we'll see where we go from this. It might be a short one, because I don't know if I can stomach it. Gang dressed as Ku Klux Klan pictured outside Islamic Centre in Northern Ireland.
Okay.
So there's a picture of a load of guys dressed as the KKK, carrying crosses and all that kind of rubbish.
Yeah.
And they've stopped for a photograph and stood for a photograph directly outside the Islamic Centre in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
It says, reports. There's no reports. There's a picture.
It's a picture.
They've had a photograph taken.
Yeah.
Anyway, reports that a group of people dressed as Ku Klux Klan members posed outside an Islamic prayer house are being investigated as a hate crime. Really?
Reports of.
Yeah, reports of. They've taken a photograph and posted it. Do you know what I mean? Oh, my goodness. Photographs of the group outside Islamic Centre in wherever emerged online over the weekend. Just absolutely shambolic. Shambolic. Northern Ireland KKK men post a photo.
What are they trying to prove?
Well, exactly. And the thing is, first of all, is that a...
You see, the Clannies,
yeah.
the Clannies are not biased on religion.
No.
They're biased on colour.
This is a colour thing, yes.
It's absolutely. A race colour.
Yep.
Okay, so what has an Islamic centre got to do with colour?
Well, that's where they're putting the...
You see, I take issue with that because...
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not a man of colour.
Yep.
Well, I am,
you are.
But it's pink.
But it's pink, absolutely.
Pink, white.
You're rosé.
Call it what you like.
Yep.
Yeah. But so would they similarly?
Would they say, "Oh, you're all right then"?
Would they congregate outside my house?
Exactly. It's lunacy. So they are now saying we have a problem with religion.
Yes.
But the thing is, why is that a hate crime and not terrorism? You've explained this to me before because you get this. I don't. Because that, to me, is designed to scare people.
They say terrorism.
Yeah.
Yeah, is an act which physically hurts people.
Okay.
So you have to physically injure somebody.
Okay.
To be a
so
terrorist.
If you attack somebody in the street, why would that still be a hate crime?
Because the attack has got to be politically or religiously motivated.
Right. Well, this is both. It's certainly religiously motivated because they're stood in KKK clothes outside an Islamic prayer centre.
And KKK is a political movement.
It's a political movement.
And is it not a recognised political movement?
It might be a horrible one, but it is recognised, absolutely.
Yes.
So why is that not a terrorist incident?
It should be.
Do you know what I mean? I don't see that as... It makes me hateful.
The thing is, hang on a minute, no, because they haven't harmed anybody. What they've done is to cause offence.
Okay.
Yeah, and they will cause fear.
Yes.
Yeah,
surely that's terrorism. Terrorism
hurt anybody.
is surely is acts
to terrorise somebody. No, it's not. No,
is it not?
It has to be taken that stage further. In that, to be a terrorist, you have got to have physically harmed somebody.
Yeah.
Or I guess emotionally harmed. Oh, that's you. That's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think it's physical harm. Yeah, maybe we ought to research this.
Yeah, maybe we should know. Yeah,
maybe we should. Yeah, we should know.
In one of the images posted over the week, the group of around 10 people are pictured in a threatening pose.
Yeah. Some
with fists raised, and end quote. And I can't think that's done for any other reason than to intimidate and scare people.
Yes, absolutely. But do you know what? I can't get my head around this because KKK is about race and colour.
Yes.
Yeah, because it came from the deep south of America, didn't it?
But they weren't just hateful. They killed people, injured people, beat people. They did awful things that we shouldn't be discussing now.
Yep.
But as such, why is that not? I don't understand why that's not terrorist attack. You know what I mean? But whatever. It's completely unacceptable and horrible. But my question is, right? How did they get there? To take this photograph.
They didn't all go on a bus, did they?
Well, that's my question. Did they? Because if they did, you know what I mean. How did they get there? If they walked there, why didn't people ring the police and say there's 10 people dressed as KKK? Or is that not illegal? Is it not illegal to dress as KKK and go around the streets?
Well,
maybe it's not illegal.
They could be out on a stag night, couldn't they?
Maybe it's not illegal.
Horrible. Maybe it's not.
Maybe it's not illegal.
I think maybe it should be.
Yes, I don't know.
But similarly, dressing up in a Nazi SS uniform is not illegal.
Frowned upon.
Or it's in desperately bad taste.
It's in poor taste.
Desperately bad taste.
Yeah.
But it's not illegal.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
So these guys could have just said, "Oh, we're just out for a night out."
Well, that's their excuse. Their excuse is, we're just having a laugh.
Is that what they
funny,
said?
Is it?
Yeah.
Funny.
Funny for you, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not for the congregation or the community surrounding that congregation.
No.
It's horrific.
So just found that one, uncomfortable.
Not funny.
Just uncomfortable. That people would do it, that people would think it's justifiable to do it, and that it's then almost belittled and put down a bit. It's just a hate crime.
Let me put this on record.
Okay.
The two white Muslims are not amused.
No, we're not.
We're not amused.
Struggling to find the funny in this one.
We don't find it funny.
No.
And if this is just a prank, it's a prank in terribly poor taste.
Yeah. What would be funny is if they ran off and one of the hoods went slightly askew and the man ran into a lamppost. That'd be funny.
That would be funny. Yeah.
That would be funny.
Or if one of them slipped on a banana skin.
Yes, that would be funny.
That'd be funny.
If they were lighting a cross and one of them lit their own, because they have those, they do the shiny frocks now, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
That'd go up like I don't know what, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
That would be funny.
That would be funny. If an anvil fell on one of them's head,
yes,
that would be funny.
Yes. If they ran off the edge of the cliff
and a grand piano followed them,
and ran off, and then they paused for a second, looked down in cartoon style, then fell.
Now, that would be funny.
If, as you rightly say, they were followed by an anvil or a grand piano, funny.
That'd be funny.
Funny that.
Yes. But just turning up outside an Islamic centre, dressed like that,
and posing in as it says here,
as a prank,
threatening way.
As a prank.
Well, it's not a prank.
Lads,
they're saying it's a prank. It's not a prank.
It's not funny.
It's not
That's
a prank.
not funny.
Nope.
And the two white Muslims, this is
not
official,
amused.
are not amused.
Not amused.
In fact, I'm rather annoyed, if I'm honest.
And my mouth's gone dry.
So is mine. So I think we should get some top up, do you?
Yeah, and there will not be more of that after this. There will not be more of this after
we'll never
that.
Do that again.
We're not doing that again.
Never do that again. No. We need something.
Do you know what the KKK are? Dead to me.
Dead. I wish they were. Yeah. We'll do something mildly more amusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll try and get.
We'll try.
We'll try and get some laughs next time, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi
wa barakatuh.
Sorry, I was just having a little clear with my throat.
Are you quite ready? Are you in the room?
I think you'll find there was a little frog in there.
Are you in the room? It was like a giant toad.
Yes. Actually, why would that be a frog that's in your throat?
I don't know.
Do frogs cough?
No, it's the green slimy consistency.
Oh, golly. Oh, I'd have thought of it like that.
So I hope we haven't put you off your meal.
Yeah, enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your breakfast, enjoy your lunch, whatever it is that you might be doing at this moment in time. Oh dear, if you're just back from work, if you're just going off to work, oh my goodness.
So there's the frog in the throat.
Frog in the throat,
That's
absolutely.
Awful,
what about when I'm feeling a little hoarse?
Excuse me?
When people say, I'm feeling a bit hoarse.
Oh yeah.
Do horses have bad throats?
I don't know.
What do you mean, what?
I don't know. If you're feeling a little hoarse, you're probably in a stable.
Exactly. Stable condition, which wouldn't be...
A stable condition, which would not be feeling hoarse.
Do you know, have you ever tried to explain Cockney rhyming slang to an American?
No.
It's brilliant.
I can imagine.
Brilliant. They cannot get... Because we just take it for granted.
I don't understand it.
Apples and pears. Oh, just put up the apples and pears. There you go.
Which everybody knows is stairs.
Which is stairs.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put my whistle on.
Whistle and flute.
Suit.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very, very clever system.
Yeah.
Because... you're saying a word that leads to a word, and it's that word that the word that you want to say rhymes with.
Yes.
And what you're doing is you're making it easy for the person across from you to understand something.
Yep.
But without telling what it is.
Yeah.
And it was a code. And you know what the code was invented for?
Go on.
So that the Romans, it's Cockney rhyming slang. So presumably, is it East London Cockney?
Yeah.
The East Londoners in the pubs of the time or what have you, where they were doing a bit of business, so that the police couldn't understand them.
Wow. I thought maybe it was something to do with wartime. So.
Oh, it was a long time before wartime.
Yeah.
It was utilised in wartime.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, it was utilised.
Yeah.
It's like because they had, I think the Germans had Lord Ha Ha, but because the British radio announcers were so British, and now. For the news, it was a really posh accent. Didn't they get some brummies on or something? And it was because the German spies couldn't understand them.
Wouldn't have a clue.
Might have got Scouse on or something. And they're like, what is this lecky of which he speaks? Yes. Try to explain Cockney rhyming slang to an American, and say so if you're going up the apples. What you actually mean is you're going upstairs.
Yes.
And he said, well, but why would you not just say stairs? Because it's a code so that the people that you are listening don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
So you do two words. So apples. So you want to say stairs. What's rhymes with stairs? Pears. Right. So what is pears linked with apples? Apples and pears. Stairs. But you don't say apples and pears. You say apples.
Yep.
Down the frog. Down the what? Down the frog. Oh, we're off down the frog. Frog and toad. road. So we're going down the road. You know what I mean? And it was going on. And then I remember hearing the classic, which was the Cockney rhyming slang for American is septic.
Okay.
We bumped into a couple of septics. Septic tank.
Yeah.
Yank. Right. So tried to explain that to him. and then it was, give me a classic antiseptic. Like an antiseptic cream or something. Germaline. So it's then Germaline would be used for somebody that doesn't like. I'm a bit Germaline. What do you mean? Antiseptic. What do you mean? Antiseptic tank, yeah. And so you can take it to such a degree, but provided you know what that word means, they say, I'm a bit Germaline, What?
Yeah, don't like them.
Don't like them. Don't like what? Americans. What? But it's brilliant. It's such a clever system. It's so you can have... there are, old Two Ronnies sketches where they have an entire conversation in Cockney rhyming slang or whatever it might be, or you just make your own up.
Yep.
Just make your own up. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, brilliant. Again, not getting us down our list, but funny. Trying to explain Cockney rhyming slang to an American.
Fantastic.
I've put on my whistle. What? My suit. How can whistle be whistle and flute? Suit. Brahms. I'm a bit Brahms. What? Bit Brahms and Liszt.
Steady on.
A long time ago. It was a long time ago. So, what you could say, when I was trying to explain that, he was having a bad day.
Okay.
He was having a bad day. Do you want to hear about somebody having a worse day?
We do bad days.
We do bad days. We don't do bad days.
No,
we do bad 5 minutes.
We do bad days.
But we talk about bad days. Just to demonstrate, when you think you're having one, Nah.
There's always somebody out there.
Always somebody out there having it worse. Always somebody worse. Always somebody worse off than yourself. This is just... I can't get my head around this one.
Okay.
This could only happen in a film, right? Imagine, picture the scene.
Yep.
Yes? You're a truck driver.
Yeah.
And you're driving your truck, you drive a big truck. Oh, yeah,
Yep.
Steer like that, not like that. Yeah, steer like that.
No, hang on a minute.
10-4 rubber duck.
No, that's a bus.
Oh, that's a bus. So what?
Right, this is a car.
Yes.
This is a truck.
Yes.
That's a bus.
True. Yes, so they do. Very good.
Right, yeah.
10-4 rubber duck.
No, that's no good for radio at all.
No, not at all. But 10-4, I think we found ourselves a convoy and all that.
Yeah.
Eastbound and down.
Yeah.
You're driving along, and then you get a promotion.
Okay.
You get a promotion. Now you're driving an Arctic. You're driving an Arctic now. So you've gone from a truck to an Arctic. You're driving an Arctic. Yes, come on.
Massive.
Then you get a promotion.
What to?
Now you're driving a transporter.
Ooh, right, okay.
A car transporter.
Yeah.
And they always stagger it when you see the car transporters.
They're amazing.
And they'll have, and you can have a car transporter that then has a trailer to it.
Yeah.
So they'll have like 5 or 6
with
cars
another
on the
half dozen cars on it at least. Yeah.
Another 5 or 6 along the top.
Yeah.
Brilliant. If you were driving one of them,
yeah.
What would you be really careful not to drive under?
A low bridge.
You know I'm going with this one, don't you?
I kind of hope not.
You think you're having a bad day?
Oh, no. No.
Brand new Range Rovers.
Oh, no.
And a Jaguar worth hundreds of thousands of pounds have their roofs torn off after transporter carrying them smashes into bridge.
Oh, my goodness.
There's your picture, just in case you don't believe it, mate.
No.
Look at that. There's a few more. There's a few convertible Range Rovers now.
Why did he do that?
Oh my goodness! Brand new Range Rover Jaguar with 100 smashed into a rail bridge. The blunder occurred at 8:30 a.m. when the lorry towing the brand new luxury 4x4s. It says towing. It's not towing. It's an actual transporter.
Yep.
Some still in their plastic wrapping.
Oh, what good that was!
Ploughed into a railway bridge in Perthshire. Oh my goodness.
No, but every bridge has the sign.
Has a sign on it.
Has the sign showing how wide it is.
Exactly.
And how high
it is.
Yeah.
It shows because he stopped, so he only got the first 4.
Right.
But it says pictures show the first 4 Range Rovers, including the latest Velar, worth £44,250 with their roof ripped off. Oh my goodness.
I have to say, I don't mind that.
Right.
I don't like the Velar.
No, I did, and then having got a bit closer to it.
I don't like it.
Love the spot, love the Vogue.
Range Rover Vogue.
It's the daddy of all cars. It's the classic.
It's the best
if it's good enough for the Queen, and it is.
It's the best car in the world.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Range Rover Sport.
Yes.
The original Sport.
Yep.
I liked that
Amazing.
too.
Yes.
Beautiful car.
Yep. Yep.
Because it's every bit a Range Rover.
Yes.
But
sporty.
A bit sporty.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
2.5 ton.
I like
the
original Discovery, and I like the Discoveries now.
Yes.
Because they've rounded it.
Yes.
It's no longer like a hearse.
Yeah.
or a coffin on wheels. It's not.
Yes.
They've rounded it and they've made it look pretty.
Yes.
They've prettied it up. But these new Evoque, I'm not a fan, even though we have one.
Yes.
In the family.
And we had one. Yeah.
We have one in the family, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
What they've done to the Discovery Sport, I don't like it. I don't like the Velar. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like. They're trying too hard.
Yeah, and they're trying to make an aspirational car affordable.
Yeah, they're trying too hard.
So they're making lots and lots of models, rather than just saying, if you've got money, buy one of them.
If you've got money, buy one of them. Yeah. And if you haven't, wait until the people that have got money replace theirs.
Replace theirs and buy that one. Absolutely.
Yeah, which is what we have had a tendency to do over many years.
Likewise.
Yeah.
It says, Gareth Ruddock, 40, saw the accident and said he believed 2 of the cards were, and I quote, a write-off. Really?
What, with no roof on?
Had the roof taken off. Not going to stick that back on, love, are they? Oh, my goodness.
What are you going to do? Glue it on. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Repair it with double-sided sticky tape.
Oh, dear. So explain that one.
Oh, excuse me.
The driver there was looking a bit unhappy, said Gareth.
I'm sure he was.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, nobody was hurt, but it wasn't a good day for that fella. Oh, dear.
I wonder if he's still driving. What do you think?
I don't know. Not for them, I wouldn't have thought. Not for them.
I mean, what would the insurance claim be on that?
Can you imagine? He's on the bin lorry now, isn't he?
I mean, the thing is that, he's been... I mean, not to say that...
No, that's not a demotion,
no,
but that's there to stop people getting past, isn't it?
That's right.
That is there to clog up the roads.
That's right.
That's the sole purpose of having a bin lorry.
Yeah.
Just to get in people's way.
Yeah, get in people's way and stop people from passing.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what
you tell us getting close to Christmas, the binman say good morning.
With the hands out.
With the hands out, yes.
Morning.
Remember how much work I've done for you all this year?
Well, in my particular circumstances...
Oh, yeah, they don't, do they?
I have to wheel my wheelie bin down to the bottom of the driveway.
The long driveway.
How many yards? Don't know.
150?
No, it's not that.
Is it not?
No, 100 yards maybe.
100 yards.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I have to wheel my
it's down an incline.
Yeah, but I have to wheel it back up.
Yep.
Do you know how I wheel it back up?
I watched it the other day. First time in how many years? 14 years. First I saw Yusuf bringing his bin back up the road. Would you like to tell our good listeners how you bring your bin back up the road? Your wheelie bin.
Dead easy.
Yep.
As I'm passing in the car, I wind my window down, I get hold of the wheelie bin and set off.
And you wheelie bin it next to your car. And it wheels all the way up. And then you let go and it skids into place.
I slowly enter our actual gateway.
Your bit of drive, yeah.
My actual driveway. And let go of the bin, and it just literally parks itself.
Yep.
In place. And that's it. Bin got.
Brilliant. Love
it.
Love it. Genius is what it is.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you do that?
Why would you not? Absolutely brilliant.
Talking of emptying bins.
Yep.
Well, actually, it's got nothing to do with emptying bins.
But it's got the empty bit, hasn't it?
I just want some coffee.
Are you looking at an empty mug?
I want some coffee in this
I'm looking at an empty mug.
Empty mugs are good for nobody.
Nobody. You know what empty mugs are? Dead to me. So more of that more of this after that. More of that after this. More of this after that.
More of this after that. More of that after that.
More of that. This after this.